your very own Mr. Entertainment. Mark Mulgrew on 107.8 Black Diamond FM.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. And before I played that, it was another one of your classic songs. Yes. Every Time We Say Goodbye.
Yes, a great old Ella Fitzgerald song. Fabulous. Yeah.
Just great stuff. And we were talking off air and saying it's great just to be able to go and sing some of the old standards and stuff that you love.
I think anybody that's done a variety of different stuff, I think you have to cover the classic standards, and these are the great songwriters, Sammy Cahn, Rodgers and Hart, and there's so many, Gershwin. If these, you have to cover them. If you don't cover them, and you don't feel the way they've been sung, then you're not really part of what's happening, and that's why I put the show on. But it doesn't mean that I'm stuck in that groove entirely, as you'll probably hear before we finish today.
Now, talking about good songwriters or great songwriters, he was on the show about 3 weeks ago, Bob Heatley.
Yes.
Now, you've done a song together. We're going to play it in a wee minute. You've done a song together. It's called Another Victim of Love. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, it was written as just Victim of Love 30 years ago. And then Erasure brought out a song called Victim of Love, and we had to change the title, but only changed the title just recently. Now, the reason that we didn't, we went into Pier House and recorded this, Bobby and I. Bobby took the master away and worked on it. We had a guy on lead guitar called John Wardell, took the lead part in this, which is on this CD. Fantastic. John is no longer with us, very sadly. And at that time, Tony Quinn, fabulous bass player in Edinburgh, Fags and Matches, worked with me, and he died at that, just as we were releasing it. So we put a hold on everything for respect to his wife, and we just didn't do it, and the band kind of folded. Now, John and I got together before he died, just for a chat, and he said, Lisa, we should have done something with this. He said, but, I'm not well and whatnot. Now, when he died, I had a word with Bob, and Bob said, well, have you got a copy of it? I said, I've got a cassette. He went, have you? A cassette? What's that? So it's like, do you use Oxos? And so I gave it to him, and he worked on it. He went, right, it's not bad. The drum intro on it, really, we could probably lose that. But why don't we give a copy of this to Rab Howitt? We both agreed. And use it again, and it's a rocker. So, yes. So this is a song that we're going to bring out. Not bring it out as a single, but we're going to try it out in the Voodoo with a show. And it's called Another Victim of Love. So we've just put another in front of it. That's Bobby's idea, Bob Heatley.
See, that's to stop all the copyright problems.
Yeah, but it's a great song and fantastic lead part in it, which Rab Howitt could probably do with his eyes shut. So,
Rab, if you're listening.
I think he will be. But this is the great John Wardell on this just now. So if his family are listening, this was John.
Great
John
stuff.
at his best.
Things that you said were just a kick in the head. You won't escape, I won't let you. Windscreen wipers wash away the rain. I'll never wash the tears I cried, the tears I cried today. Don't stop on the sidewalk. I gotta run you over. Hold tight at the red light. I gotta burn you down. Stay away from the freeway. As I'll be driving the fast lane. You be what you made me. Another victim of love.
I've got to say that's very, very good. and you're right. It's a rocker. It's got it.
Yeah. I mean, it probably, I mean, because it was done, I mean, that was done 30 years ago and nobody's heard it and it's been lying dormant. It definitely needs to be played. It needs to be aired. Is it going to be famous? Very doubtful. But the thing is, clever stuff. Very, very clever. Clever writing by Bobby. The voice isn't too bad, but the lead playing on it, as I say, a good lead player, somebody like Rab could cover it, no bother at all. And that was John Wardell. But yes, fabulous, because nobody does rock and roll today.
Not in its sense.
Not
no.
like that.
Yeah,
no.
Definitely. No. There's a lack of it.
Yeah, well, that's the original rock and roll. I mean, what they do today is kind of all, it's today's rock and roll. It's not foot stomping stuff, really.
Now, we're going to talk about, you are in the Blind Pot on the 13th of January.
13th of January, yes.
And you'll be joined by Dave Swanson, Bob Heatley and...
Paul Manson, Calvin Laidlaw, who is Johnny Laidlaw, who was Johnny Rainbow years ago, fabulous man. I used to play and sing with Toto McNaughton. He's with me at Laurie Ball on keys. So I have a great backing. They'll end up about 6 of us, as I say. We'll get our bus fares, but it won't matter.
So that's on the 13th of January at the Blind Pot between 4 and 7.
4 and 7, yes.
And you've also got something come up in the Voodoo Rooms as well.
Yes, we're going to put a concert together in the Voodoo and sell tickets, like other people have done, like Safe House. And I'll have another headliner with me. Calling myself a headliner, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
I've had a wee quick word with Nobby Clark, and we'll have to probably discuss it. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning his name. Nobby's another fabby person in the business who's still sounding great, fabulous.
Just to let people know, one of the original Bay City Rollers.
Absolutely, yes, and still wonderful at what he does. And they've got a show this week, actually. I think they're sold out at Shub Hill Hippo People, where they're all bringing back their Bob's in that as well. So, yes, but that's March, I would think, Voodoo Rooms. It'll be tickets, we'll advertise it, and it will introduce the song for anybody that hasn't heard it, Another Victim of Love, because it's something new. People need something new, they don't want just all the original stuff. A lot of rock, Stones, Tina Turner, and Honky Tonk Woman, which I'm probably famous for. I should have brought that into you today, but yes.
Well, what we'll do is I'll get you to send me some details closer to the time.
Absolutely.
And,
yes.
and we will let the listeners know about that. So that's going to be at the Voodoo Rooms in March.
Yes.
Lisa, thank you very much for coming in today and bringing in your music.
Thank you.
It's been nice to have a chat about the business. I won't say that, your years of experience. It's nice to talk to somebody who's got experience behind them.
Thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me. I've really enjoyed it. It's been great.
No problem. I'm going to play the song that I didn't play earlier on. I'm going to play out with this.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Which is Making Whoopee. Hopefully I've got the right track this time.
Right. Another bright, another June, another sunny honeymoon, another season, another reason for making whoopee. A lot of shoes and lots of rice. The groom is nervous, he answers twice. It's really killing, but they're so willing to make whoopee. Picture a little love nest down where the roses cling. Picture that same sweet love nest. Think what a year can bring. He's washing dishes and baby clothes. He's ambitious. He even sews. Well, don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee.
Picture that love nest down where the roses cling. Picture the same sweet love nest. Think what a year can bring. He's washing dishes and baby clothes. He's so ambitious, he even sews. Well, don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. Well, don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee.